Hello, beautiful friends. What a delight it is to be with you all. I just wanted to take a moment to tune in and really be present with all the energies that are coming up in the collective field, and maybe they're happening, on a minor scale within you that probably doesn't seem minor at all. And yes, we had a new moon this week. We had the spring equinox or the fall equinox if you're in the southern hemisphere. And we also have this burst of Aries season. We're also emerging out of eclipse season. Mercury went back retrograde. So things are feeling different than they did before. To me, there feels like something going on with the date today, 3/22. Anyway, I just wanted to tune in with a couple of insights that I've been having. I've been having big contemplations around values and ideals, and really working with the medicine of both of these pieces to help balance and calibrate our life. Now, what I noticed that when we go into the work with ideals or visions or fantasy, we're actually doing the work to distill what our values are in the human form. So when we're up here, say we're working in the wands energy, in the spirit energy, just really like visioning, daydreaming, seeing all of the possibilities, seeing what threads we want to weave through. We don't necessarily want to hang on to the vision of the thing. We want to hang on to the intention and the feel of what is going on. So what I've also noticed is it's important that when we're doing this visionary work to really instill more than just the gift of sight in the spiritual things. So the more we can bring some of our human senses into that realm, the more beneficial it will be for us, because then we can get more of the reality of bringing through the sense, the sounds, the feelings, the touch, the tastes even. I know for me in the recent years, there's been a lot more embodiment within the dreams when I'm sleeping at night. So it's almost like I can feel my body in the scenarios in which I'm moving for and through. So I just offer that as an invitation for you all as you continue to do this work, because I think as collectively we start to raise up and rise up, we're connecting to more senses, and in order to connect to more senses, we have to actually move these senses up. And that's a pretty cool thing that we're doing. Now, in that same realm, what I'm talking about with the distilling of the values is really important, because we have to get to the core of a value so that when we get into the fear, or even when we're starting to get into the lower emotions of the fear, the doubt, the shame, even some of the grief energies, can impact the process of how we move about and with our values. Some might call like this holding of standards too, but I really think that, standards makes it feel a little like, but if we're working with values, it's something that we can really look and identify and assess within each other. Do we share these values? Is this something that we can move forward together? If there's a miscommunication, the miscommunication has likely happened because there's a dissonance of how people are operating with the values as they get to the intent. So, yes, I offer that as something that I've been working to be mindful of, in addition to how we're moving and manifesting. So hopefully that is helpful for you as you move forward. I did do a quick little spread today, just to kind of tune into what the energies are within the yin and yang, the masculine and the feminine, within the beloved and the external beloved, as above, so below, eternal spectrum for the greater good of all. Let's do this, y'all. Okay, so I was called to do some work with the Herbal Astrology deck from Animah Mundi. And I drew 3 cards. I don't know that we're going to need to go anywhere else with it, so we're going to just start here. So for the more feminine or the yin perspective, what we have going on here is passion flower, surrender, 43. So what I'm really feeling with this one as I look at this card, I feel like this has been me all weekend. Just sitting with the water, sitting with the elements, spending as much time outside as possible, being really ritualistic in my cleaning, of both my temple space as well as like how I sit with the land. I heard Lee Harris say something about the other day of like, there's going to be lots of bursts of feeling happy and feeling love. I was watching the documentary In the Good Light about Andrea Gibson, who's been a huge influence on my poetry since I was quite young. And there was a message in that Andrea had said, anything you're feeling, just call it love. So when things get too big, you come back to love. And when you feel this love, really come into these states of being able to share it and to express it in this full spectrum of how it is that we can enjoy our lives and be in our hearts and see each other, not in the fear and the grief and these little sticky patterns that come up, but really in the full spectrum of our soul. The more we really see each other and we can use the labels to help identify what it is that's going on, but we don't cling to the labels. We say, hey, that's a pivot point, but like what goes deeper? What is the value? What is the core? Really, I've been doing such deep work is how to get to the seed of what it is that is blocking a process. And I know for my own journey, there's been wounds and triggers coming up that I can't even identify with words. I can't string back to a specific childhood memory or even like an overall pacing of the childhood. And, we could get more broad with that. Maybe it's related to past lives or the ancestral wounding, and likely it's all of it. And the more we can distill, the better, but we don't always need to know and have the words. We just have to be able to identify the energy and know that the thing is coming up. So in this, it feels like a really ritualistic cleansing of the self, of the spirit, while simultaneously aligning. Now, I love this. We've got, the moon or the aura, the higher self, this spirit that's trickling right down into her cup, which is full, and then flowing over into the collective. So this is the work we're doing. This is the passion flower. This is the happiness, the joy. This is how we share ourselves in the full spectrum of what we came here to do. Now, this is powerful times. This is not for the faint of heart. It's not for the weak. And the more we step into ourselves and we really value every single one around us who offers a reflection of what it is that we are bringing forward, whether that reflection is a trigger or if it is a direct thing. Sometimes we see our radiance in others, and sometimes we see our wounding. And the more we can connect and weave the two so that we are becoming more embodied, the better off we are. Now, we speak that, I speak that forward, and it can get very big. So to kind of ground it down, find your backbone, be strong in your body, and really like feel the places that you're like, if any sort of collapse or tension is occurring, really work to like realign what it is that you can do. Okay, so with the external collective, with the external beloved, or the maybe the more masculine principle, what we see coming on here is this shape shifting, number 34. Now, I would like to take note that we have this really beautiful. This is 43. This is 34. Okay, so these are reflections of each other. So they're opposite mirroring. Now, what I love about this image is it's just really like, it's almost like what's happening in this circle is this, okay? So there is a way that I feel like the external beloved's process is informing the external action of the feminine. So the internal process of the masculine is informing the external process of the feminine, while the external process of the masculine is informing the external of the feminine. Internal to external. Oh yeah, that's the same thing. I just said it twice. Anyway, these are big ideas. We're breaking them down. I'm a clairvoyant, y'all. You gotta work with me. This isn't really that serious, but it also is. Our entire planet depends on our ability to dance with these polarities. so that they become duality, working together in partnership and unison. And the more we bring that into the consciousness, the more we're able to embody, the more we're able to bring peace and love into our communities, the more we're able to live in harmony with the earth. And this is what we're moving towards. I feel so like euphoric right now. Okay, so what I'm seeing here with this is we've got like we've got the dragonfly, which is about illusion, it's about vision, it's about crafting the dream. Oh, the dogs are affirming it. We're crafting the dream. Is it true, y'all? Anyway, so here we have, I feel like this feels more like the masculine coming out of the body, and this is the feminine really coming into the body more. So I feel like as the masculine starts to ping up and the feminine grounds down more, this really is this elemental process, this divine dance that's going on. And it's like the the masculine have to come up here so that they can start to access the visions that the feminine have been downloading and holding for so long. Now, but the masculine is used to being down here more, so they're pacing around, kind of figuring it out. And of course, this is a dance. You know, there's a lot of what we're holding as divine counterparts, and divine counterpart can show up, you know, even with your male person. It can always be a dance. It doesn't have to be so specific to pairs of union. Now, of course, it's heightened in the union pairs. So I just asked everyone to be mindful of putting too much energy into one connection, because it is going more broadly now. Partnerships are coming up in many different forms. That doesn't mean you're not meant to also have the union, but it's like there's just multiple ways that we're lifting and facilitating each other with different gifts and supporting that love and light. Okay, the shape-shifting process also feels to me of there's a lot going on under the surface that can't be seen. So I think I read that. Yes, a friend posted something about that. And I think we have to be mindful of that. It might look on the surface that nothing is changing, but we have to really acknowledge that everything internal is shifting. So that goes with my last card here, which is Metamorphosis. And Paul do Arco, don't even know if I'm saying that one right. But I would like to also acknowledge that both of these cards were 43 and 34. That adds up to 7. The combination here is 7, okay? So we look at where we are in the cycle, we look at the shared energies and what they're bringing forth. To me, this feels like a really expansive dance. Oh, I've never even noticed this before. This is a death of the old self, is like laying on the shadow ground. Hey, Nutmeg? We're working here. Do you agree with this? The shadow is laying in the ground. It's been this blood release, this full on ritual, this cleansing. Now, I don't know about you all, but when I'm on my moon cycle, it becomes this like really alchemical time if I use it consciously and I acknowledge the flood of emotions that are coming up and like learn to dance with them sacredly. Yesterday I did a whole drumming ritual around my property, and I sang and I chanted and I moved my body. I had seen quails earlier in the day, and it reminded me of not only the beautiful medicine that quail bring, which is a fertility and growth and presence and sacred sound, but it also reminded me of grouse, which is the sacred dance and the sacred spiral. So I bring forward all of these messages at the same time because we are in an active process of shedding. This is the blood that is being shed, or the things that are being shed at this time within this dance is absolutely transformative. It is a full-on metamorphosis that we are going through, not only on the energetic level, but this is embodied. This is not, you know, she's doing the service on the earth. This is doing the service in the sky. This is the dance between these two realms. And we are here to bridge it. We are here to embody our souls as human beings. We are to enjoy every moment being in this human body. So please take time to really be with your soul, your spirit. Enjoy the dances that you're moving in and through. And Yeah, I'm just tossing all of that out there. Let me know what resonates with you. If you'd like to do a one-on-one session, we can really go deep as to what that looks like for your own energies. To get that started, you just have to send me an email at prismhealers@gmail.com, and I would love to do a session with you. It would be really fruitful. For us all, the more we work and commune through these different energies, the more we all become more embodied. So that's a beautiful thing. I hope you all had a beautiful equinox, a happy full moon, that you're enjoying this movement into Aries season. To me, there feels like a lot of blessings are on their way, and just deepen into that flow to receive them. And I want to say grounded flow, because we want to be like the stream. We don't want to. There's been a lot of flooding going on lately, right? And as we pull it in, we want to stay within the healthy banks, while offering some fertile soil a little beyond, and so all very beautiful. All right, well, many blessings to you all. Aho.